שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל העולם ואמרו Amen. May God who grants peace upon all peoples, may God grant peace among us. Chief Rabbi Yonatan Neril, of blessed memory, taught to love God is to recognize God's image in a human face, especially one whose creed, color, or culture is different from ours. It is in our difference that we are most divine, and by respecting our differences, we do most to bring God into the world. When difference leads to war, both sides lose. When it leads to mutual enrichment, both sides gain. End quote. The other is a brother of a different mother, sister of a different mister. It's not about us versus them, it's about us and them. And how do we live as spiritual beings in a physical reality? How can we see the image of the divine in the other? We can't achieve ecological sustainability unless we achieve peace and coexistence. That's the case because there's so many nuclear weapons in the world. And if we don't achieve environmental sustainability, we also can't have peace and coexistence. At a higher level of spiritual awareness, the barriers between us dissolve. The barriers of nationality, of color, of gender. And at the Red Sea opening event, one of the women who presented talked about being a Red Sea citizen, the Saudi woman, Saudi scuba diver and trainer. What does it mean to be a Red Sea citizen? What does it mean to be a Black Sea citizen? What does it mean to be a Earth citizen? We're living in times that our ancestors have been dreaming about for thousands of years. The icebergs are melting. The glaciers here in Switzerland are melting. The forest fires are increasing. The deserts are expanding. And we are called upon to access age-old spiritual wisdom for the betterment of humanity. And I'll just end with a story that the Nobel laureate Toni Morrison taught of a young boy who came up to an elder woman with a bird in his hands. And he said to the woman, "Can you tell me whether the bird in my hands is alive or dead?" And the woman realized that he was playing a trick on her. Because if she were to say that the bird was dead, he would open his hands and the bird would fly away. And if she said that the bird was alive, he would close his hands and crush the bird. And either way, she'd be wrong. He had her coming and going. And she thought to herself for a minute, and she said to the young boy, "I don't know whether the bird in your hands is alive or dead. All I know is that the life of the bird is in your hands." And that's our situation today. We here, the people gathered in Davos, the people in the world, have the fate of all of humanity and all species and all future generations in our hands. And our ancestors have entrusted us with the wisdom to live to our highest level, to ensure the next generation inherits a living, thriving, and spiritually aware planet.